Government mulls turning cyber games into new industry. Solar mosquito traps to be installed at PPR and recreational areas. Good evening, thanks for joining us. You're watching the evening edition of News on 2. I'm Jessica Lee. Malaysia is a land of diverse cultures plus religions, and along with the different cultures come numerous festivals spreading across the calendar, which is testament to the nation's diversity and harmony. The festival of Pongal, observed by the Indian community today, is a 4-day-long harvest festival which marks the start of the month of Thai on the Tamil calendar. In Malaysia, the Pongal festival is celebrated as a thanksgiving ceremony for the year's blessings and achievements in the various sectors encouraged by the government. And as Malaysian Indians celebrate Pongal, it is heartening to note that the poverty rate of the community has dropped to 2.9% in 2017 compared to 39.2% in 1970.
Masyarakat India selalunya menyambut Pesta Pongal sebagai memberi kesyukuran kepada Tuhan, kesyukuran kepada alam, kesyukuran kepada negara kerana memberi peluang untuk terus makmur, terus maju dalam hidupnya.
Hence, the start of the Indian New Year brings renewed hope and a bright future for the community. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak has called on Malaysians to strengthen unity and understanding among each other with the hope that the Pongal celebration will bring a new beginning for a developed and successful Malaysia. The Premier said that the people should look back on the journey, the obstacles and challenges the nation had gone through to be a peaceful, harmonious and modern country today. Datuk Seri Najib, in his message in conjunction with the 2018 Pongal in his blog www.najibrazak.com today, wished Happy Pongal or Pongal Valtukal to all those celebrating the festival. He added that the government's inclusive approach and the priority of cooperation with the community has enabled over 500,000 of Indians to benefit directly through government programs and projects since 2009. As such, the Prime Minister gave assurance that all the programs and projects will continue to be implemented to ensure a better future for the Indian community in Malaysia. Now, the government plans to turn cyber games or e-sports into a new industry that can generate revenue for the country in the future at the Asian and international level. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak said the effort shows that the government heard the people's voice, including the young people. Speaking at the launch of Malaysia Cyber Games 2018 MCG18 at Putra World Trade Center today, the Premier said the government was aware of the current and future needs and desires of youths by supporting efforts to diversify e-sports programs and expand them across the country.
As a government, we must be the government that cares for the young people. We must be the government who understands the language of the young people. And we must be the government, a government that will serve the needs and aspiration of the young people. Sama ada kita menyediakan mereka untuk masa depan negara.
Datuk Seri Najib also agrees that Malaysia Cyber Games be recognised as an association representing e-games in this country. MCG18, the second Malaysian Cyber Games held in the country, has also received recognition by the Malaysia Book of Records as the largest video game in the country by hosting 9 video games and with the participation of 2,062 players. Also present during the event were Communications and Multimedia Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Saleh Said Keruak, Malaysia Book of Records founder Tan Sri Danny Uy. The Urban Wellbeing, Housing and Local Government Ministry will make it mandatory to install solar mosquito traps at all new People's Housing Programme or PPR projects and projects to upgrade recreational areas that come under the jurisdiction of the ministry. As Minister Tan Sri Noor Omar said, the plan, which would be implemented soon, was among the measures taken by the ministry to reduce dengue fever cases in the country.
Kita pasang di kawasan-kawasan di mana tempat nyamuk Aedes yang tinggi Di Selangor ni kita dah dapat, dan bukan saja di Selangor, di luar Selangor pun kita akan pasang. Dengan harapan kita, dengan penggunaan integrated mosquito killer menggunakan solar ini akan dapat mengurangkan masalah denggi dalam negeri Selangor, terutamanya di Lembah Kelang. Kerana kita tahu Selangor merupakan negeri yang champion, yang nombor 1 yang menyebabkan penyakit denggi. Jadi kerajaan persekutuan akan bantu.
Tan Sri Noor Omar added that priority will be given at low-cost areas and places of high dengue-infested sites. He said this after launching the National Blue Ocean Strategy, or NBOS, My Beautiful Neighbourhood Social Transformation Programme, PTS, in Petaling Jaya today. He said the number of the solar mosquito traps that would be installed would depend on the size of an area. About 3 low-cost housing restoration projects, 25 projects to rebuild burned-down houses, and 100 housing refurbished projects will be implemented this year. Ministry of Tourism and Culture, MOTAC, welcomes the reported move by Saudi Arabia to allow women over 25 years old to travel to the kingdom alone on a tourist visa. Its Deputy Minister, Datuk Mas Imriyati Samsudin, said the move will give the opportunity to more Muslims to perform the Umrah and Hajj in Mecca. Datuk Mas Imriyati added that permitting entry to Saudi Arabia without mahram also allows Muslims from around the world to visit historical sites in the Islamic civilization using tourist visas. The ministry, however, was still waiting for the official statement from the Saudi government on the matter via Wisma Putra.
Jadi saya rasa dengan ini lebih ramai lagi yang dapat mengerjakan umrah. Dan yang keduanya, visa pelancong ini dapat dimanfaat sebaiknya oleh pelancong, khususnya rakyat Malaysia, untuk beribadah dan seterusnya dapat melawat tempat-tempat yang menarik yang ada di negara itu.
She said this during an event at Masjid Tanah Melaka today. The Communications and Multimedia Ministry intends to ensure that all national and state libraries conduct research to find the best method in encouraging a new generation of readers. Its Deputy Minister, Datuk Sri Jailani Johari, said the Communication and Multimedia Commission is ready to assist in transferring information or content contained in print books to e-books. Datuk Sri Jailani said with the emergence of the latest gadgets, many of the current generation are not interested in reading and libraries. He also said that currently there are many books written by famous writers with quality information which are unread by the people.
Apabila kita bercakap tentang teknologi industri revolusi 4.0, Internet of Things, semuanya dalam bentuk era digital. Jadi kita harus bersedia dari sekarang, bukan apabila benda tu sampai baru kita nak buat. Jadi harapan saya agar satu kaedah boleh kita buat, bagaimana kita nak transfer dokumen ataupun maklumat tersebut dalam bentuk digital.
Datuk Jailani said this after opening the Jalinan Kasih Tautan Budi Community Orang Asli Sungai Berua program in Hulu Terengganu. The Kedah State Government will continue to strive to ensure that every family has a comfortable home to live in. The State Housing and Local Government, Water Resources and Energy Committee Chairman, Datuk Badrul Hashim said since 2013, a total of 40,000 units of houses were and are still being constructed around the state. Datuk Badrul Hashim said the project covers the One Malaysia People's Housing Project, PPR Housing Project, One Malaysia Civil Servant Housing, Kedah Housing and projects under the Housing Commission.
Jadi kerajaan memberi subsidi yang agak besar kepada sesiapa yang layak menduduki rumah tersebut. Jadi memang inilah satu lagi manifestasi kerajaan untuk memastikan supaya kerajaan dapat melunaskan janji kepada rakyat untuk sekurang-kurangnya sebuah keluarga memiliki sebuah rumah.
The state government is also committed to build 7,000 units of PPR houses at every constituency. Several projects have been completed in Kota Star, Kuala Nerang, Air Hitam, Kepala Batas and Langkawi. To date, around 40,000 buyers have registered to purchase the homes. Now, Gerakan today submitted their list of potential candidates for the 14th general election, or GE14, to Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak, who is also Barisan Nasional Chairman. The list features more than 60% of new faces. Gerakan President Datuk Seri Mas Yew Keong said the candidates comprise all races who had been working in the previous 45 seats contested by the party in the last general election.
As I mentioned, we aim to do better in all the kawasan and also in Penang. You know, the Penang, there's been so many issues happening, so I think that we are confident that in Penang we will do much better.
Asked whether the party would retain all the seats contested previously, Datuk Seri Mas said it was up to BN Chairman Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak to decide, but the party was confident that it could do better in all those seats. He said this after a closed-door meeting with the Prime Minister at Gerakan's headquarters today. On Pulau Pinang, Datuk Seri Mas said that he was confident that the party could do much better given numerous issues arising under the DAP-led government, such as the undersea tunnel project. Prior to the 1 hour and 15 minutes meeting where Datuk Seri Najib was briefed on the Gerakan's preparations for the GE14, Datuk Seri Mas said the Prime Minister was also given a tour of Gerakan's election war room. The Sultan of Kedah, Sultan Salihuddin Ibni Almarhum Sultan Badlisha, led the list of 693 recipients of Negeri Sembilan State Awards and medals in conjunction with the 70th birthday of the Yani Pertuan Besar of Negeri Sembilan, Tuanku Muhriz Ibni Almarhum Tuanku Munawir today. Sultan Salihuddin was bestowed the Darjah Kerabat Negeri Sembilan at the royal event held at Istana Besar Sri Menanti, Kuala Pilah. Tuanku Muhriz's son, Tunku Zain Al-Abidin, was conferred the Darjah Sri Setia Tuanku Muhriz yang amat terbilang, which carries the title Datuk Sri. Meanwhile, Negeri Sembilan State Legislative Assembly Speaker Datuk Dr. Awaluddin Said and Malaysian activists behind Nobel Prize-winning anti-nuclear group Datuk Dr. Ronald McCoy were conferred the Darjah Sri Setia Negeri Sembilan yang amat cermelang, which also carries the title Datuk Sri. Seremban High Court Judge Abu Bakar Jais was among 7 recipients of the Darjah Datuk Paduka Negeri Sembilan carrying the title Dato'. Earlier, Negeri Sembilan Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Muhammad Hassan in his speech expressed his appreciation that Tuanku Muhriz has always prioritised the well-being of the people. Up next, contraband cigarettes worth 187,000 ringgit seized in Kelantan. The Kelantan Customs Department has successfully crippled attempts to bring in smuggled cigarettes into the state worth over 187,000 ringgit at Jalan Kota Baru, Terengganu, Setiu and Gua Musang, Kelantan. The tax value of the seizure were estimated to be around 1.2 million ringgit. State Customs Department Director Dato' Muhammad Nasir Yusof said a total of 8,410 cartons of cigarettes of various brands were found in a lorry at Gua Musang in the first raid on January the 8th. The lorry driver and the assistant, however, managed to escape. Meanwhile, in the second raid, a 40-year-old man was arrested when customs officers found 5,400 cigarettes in a lorry that he was driving in front of Sekolah Kebangsaan Batu 29, Jalan Kota Baru, Terengganu early yesterday morning.
Ya, kami penguasaan custom ini tidak berkompromi dengan aktiviti penghidupan ini, dan kita akan all out pada this year untuk pastikan semua pengedar-pengedar rokok ini tidak berminat di Kelantan. Tak masuk Kelantan lah. Sama ada daripada selatan ke Kelantan dan juga daripada Thailand ke Kelantan.
Dato' Muhammad Nasir said these syndicates were believed to have hidden the cigarettes behind other items which were being transported, such as tyres and disposable foam cups. He added that both cases are being investigated under Section 135, subsection 1E of the Customs Act 1967. The Customs Department has reminded the public, especially traders, not to be duped by people who pretend to be customs personnel. Its Director General, Datuk T. Subramaniam, says among the SOP that department personnel need to adhere to while conducting inspections are to produce their official authority cards and not to carry any cash on them.
Mereka tidak benarkan mengambil wang sewaktu mereka bertemu pelanggan. Itu kena tahu. Kita tidak ada SOP begitu. Kalau nak bayar, pergi ke pejabat. Akan mendapat resit.
Datuk T. Subramaniam was commenting on the incident where a company in Batu Pahat, Johor was swindled out of 400,000 ringgit by a man who pretended to be a customs officer. However, he added that the suspect was successfully apprehended in Johor Bahru last week. He was met today at the opening of SGKT Bukit Serampang Indah in Johor Bahru, which was also attended by Deputy Home Minister Datuk Nur Jaslan Muhammad. A man died after falling while bathing at the Telaga Tujuh waterfall in Langkawi early today. In the 9 a.m. incident, victim Muhammad Azwar Muhammad Nasir, aged 29, from Wazam Shah in Pahang, had reportedly slipped at the waterfall area and died on the scene. According to Langkawi Fire and Rescue Department Senior Assistant Superintendent Muhammad Hisham Ibrahim, they received an emergency call at 9:15 a.m. and immediately sent 7 members with 2 fire engines to the scene. Muhammad Hisham said the victim's body was found by the public and was taken ashore. He said the victim was pronounced dead by medical personnel at the scene, adding that the body was later handed over to the police for further action. A total of 10,000 participants are expected to participate in the Masjid Tanah Eco Run and Ride 2018 program at Pekan Masjid Tanah Melaka on March 10th. Now, the program, organised by the Masjid Tanah Service Centre with the cooperation of Tourism and Culture Ministry or MOTAC, will be launched by Youth and Sports Minister Khairi Jamaluddin. Masjid Tanah MP Dato' Mas Emirati Samsudin said 3 categories are open to contestants, namely the charity run, open run and open cycling. Entries are open to all walks of life regardless of age, and registrations are open beginning today until January the 31st. The program aims to promote healthy lifestyle among the public as well as promote places of interest at Masjid Tanah.
Jangkakan sambutan amat menggalakkan sebab baru saja saya buat announcement melalui Facebook pada minggu lepas, dah banyak penyertaan yang menanti dan juga ramai yang mengharapkan ia dapat dijayakan dengan baik dan meriah.
Dato' Mas Emiyati said this at an event at Masjid Jamik Putra, Masjid Tanah in Melaka. Now, Malaysia almost pulled off a shocker against Jordan but drew 1-1 in the second Group C match of the Under-23 AFC Championship 2018 at the Changshu Stadium in China. Now, the fine display by Dato' Ong Kim Swee's side almost earned them 3 valuable points. However, 2 great shots in the second half, which hit the woodwork, forced the squad to be content with just 1 point. The cold weather, which almost hit 4 degrees Celsius, did not prevent the squad from producing a wonderful performance with several chances created throughout the match. Wad Al-Bari had opened the score for Jordan in the 16th minute, but Malaysia equalised just before half-time in the 43rd minute through a penalty kick by Muhammad Safawi Rasid after teammate Muhammad Akhir was fouled in the opponent's box. Malaysia could have doubled the lead in the 63rd or 73rd minutes through strikes by Muhammad Akhir and Matthew Davis, but both saw their efforts bounce off the post. Malaysia currently sits at the bottom of the group with 1 point from 2 matches. However, the opportunity to reach the quarterfinals has not closed with the final group match against Saudi Arabia on Tuesday. Government mulls turning cyber games into new industry. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. I'm Jessica Lee. Stay tuned to TV2. Have a good week ahead. Good night.